We're back on the track. 2 people in already sitting waiting. 4 people in sitting already waiting. We are at Sebring in Florida, I believe. While most Americans are swanning about in Iran, we've decided to go take our Porsche and take it to Florida and make use of their track while they're not there. So, 4 people in. Johnny will definitely be one of them. If you're just new to the stream, by all means hit the subscribe button. We're trying to get to 50 subscribers. We're at 48. I know most people say 50,000 and things like that. 50, that's all I want. I can't talk to that many people anyway. So by all means get into it, and you'll get into some iRacing. That's what we're doing. This is iRacing on PC. I'm just going to do a little bit of a practice run. It's fixed setup, this. And it's a bumpy old car, the Porsche nowadays. This is the Porsche Cup car we're running. It's very, very slippy at Sebring as well. So this is a warm-up lap. I don't know if he knows where he are. Yes, he did. Oh, the brakes was not very clever there. Yeah, very slippy. So yes, we run this race. Well, we're doing the Porsche Cup in this series for the first time this season. We normally don't run the Porsche Cup because it's bloody awful. It's full of carnage. So we're going to try and basically get as high as we can without being in trouble. As soon as we start getting in trouble, we'll back out. And that's not because we're not capable, it's because it's a sensible thing to do. Oh, these brakes is absolutely shan. Way up! That's what happens in the Porsche Cup car. It just doesn't want to... It wants to eat you all the time. And the engine noise is phenomenal, so I'm going to turn that down. Hang on. Let's turn the engine noise down. It's a bit better, so I'm not shouting like bloody David Coleman used to. There's the one for the old guys. Well, we're going down to 2 people, so the normal culprits are in. Evening, Carmen, how are we doing? I hope you've got the... and he said spliffs at the ready there. I meant to say, what do they call them again? See, my head's gone now. I've just got that in my head and I can't say anything else. Vapes! Sorry, vapes. I'm sure it was a Freudian slip. So, you know, I hope you're doing well. I hope Wendy's doing well as well. Johnny, you're in there. Hope Nicola's alright. Nicola's mum's okay and everything. It's so slippy and bumpy, man. Can you see this? It's like being down Southmore Park. I don't know whether this has got the fixed setup on it, you know. I think it's still got the open setup. Notice Carmen hasn't hurled abuse at us there, so I'm taking that as an admission of guilt. Oh dear, acceleration on there. Four people watching now. Evening. This is the first time in. Hope you enjoy it. Streaming live from Florida. and sometimes we're even on the track. If I can keep it on there, it'd be great. But if you haven't seen this before, get yourself in, hit the subscribe button, and it'll tell you when we're on next. It doesn't cost you anything for a subscription. Look at it jumping about here, man. See if we can catch this guy here. Oh, already went past him before, didn't we? He must think we're mad going round at that speed. Oh, there's one on the grass. Look remarkably like Dave Cam, that. It wasn't him on the relative. What we're doing, 206s. Still a little bit slow, I think. Although, I don't know, we'll see. Taking corners like that is going to be slow. Well, driving this today, this corner here, I accelerated too early. And it just absolutely puts you into the wall. You've got to give it about 2 laps, I've found, before the front tyres start gripping in.
Alright.
So that's what we'll do. We'll let a few people through first of all, let them kill themselves, and then we'll wait till our tyres come to us. It's quite a long race, this actually. Try and get that as tight as we can so they'll go around the outside. I think we said that last night, didn't we? Oh, we've took that a little bit wide, Stephen. Let's just park that there. Right, so we'll get that off first of all. We don't need that on. And oh, what happened there? What happened there? Hang on a second. What's going on? I'm having technical issues. There's a novelty. Where's the race gone? That's a bit strange. The race is gone. Interesting. Tell you what we'll do, we'll withdraw and then we'll go back into it. That was very strange, that. The official. Porsche Cup, there we go. Into that. I don't know why that went off there. That was very strange. Takes a couple of seconds to join in again. This is the issue I'm having with iRacing at the moment, is the fact that it's just not letting us do consecutive races, which is properly annoying. Let me see if I can do an emergency entry here. Who misses? Task manager, and we'll get Right, let's take that off. End task for that one. End task for that one. Okay. And we'll withdraw again. Hopefully we can get back in time. Register. Let's go. This is why people don't go and buy consoles instead. This is the annoying thing with PCs. The fact that every now and again you're sitting there fixing stuff. Let's have a look. See if it goes on the zero. See, it'll actually let us into it. Should do. Yeah, so it's changed to withdraw on there. So it should let us in a couple of seconds. Allegedly. Come on, machine. It's just waiting for the server to kick in. It is saying that we're actually in here. It is fixed setup, so let's just join the race in there. Unless the server's gone down or something, which would be very strange. No, there's people in it. Okay, so we're going to join this now. So we've got Johnny and Carmen in, and obviously another person. Keep joining all the time. I presume you're all coming across from Facebook to watch this. Bear with us a couple of seconds, and we'll be in here and get the racing underway. Oh, well, that was weird, Johnny. I don't know what happened there. Just went off. Dead weird. So we'll get straight into it, and there'll not be much time for practice, and we'll get straight into quali. Let's put first of all, what we'll do is we'll put the fixed setting on, because we haven't got any setting on there at the moment, so let's put a bit of downforce on. Let's go into there, and we will go with fixed setups, sebring, that's it there. We're back up and running. 4 people in the chat. By all means, get your name in the chat and tell us who you are, where you're from, stuff like that. I know I'll probably know you and stuff, but let us know who you are. So there's the practice on there. This is Sebring. I know you two will get sick of me saying this. This is Sebring in Florida. And nice sunny skies. We're racing the Porsche Cup. This car here. As you see it, that's the car we're racing. And if we get into the car and back out of it, hopefully I can show you our livery, but it's not going to let us, obviously. That would be too easy, wouldn't it? So we've got the mover graphics on. No, it's not going to let us change, which is highly annoying. There it is. There it is. So that's the graphics of the car. Rear chase will show us the front. This is the mover graphics and everything we've got on the Porsche. And from the rear, oops, let's just go chase. That's what everybody else sees. Well, not many people see. More people should be able to see that, but I'm not that good. I'm entertaining, but I'm not good. Should I say I'm not fast? Entertaining. Apparently some people look for that. Stewie's in. All right, I've got you. Stewie's in, sitting watching. Evening, Stu. How's it going? So, I hope you enjoyed last night's entertainment. That was good. It was really funny till Carmen came. I had to shut up. I thought I was being hopeful to Carmen. I wasn't really. I was just trying to be funny. But yes, let's get a quality lap in. Or do we? Hang on. Let's assess the situation. Okay. We're not particularly fast in this, to be honest, to start with. Let's have a look. So they've got us 10th as far as our ranking is concerned for like our I rating, as you know how that works. But to say this is on time. Now we have 24 people in this, 24 people who could probably potentially kill us. So what we'll do is we'll put a quali lap in. Let's just go for it this season. What we'll do is we'll go no pits to glory. We'll just go for the quali and see what happens. We'll try and assess what happens on the first lap. Try and keep out of trouble and drive properly. That's the whole nature of the game. But also the nature of the game is everybody else goes mental. So we're not going to do that. We're going to use logic. There's more to driving than a decent right foot. I think Stephen Hawkins once said that. Not with the same voice, obviously. This feels a lot better with that setup on there now. So hopefully it'll be a little bit of an interesting race, if nothing else. If not successful, interesting would be nice. See if we can get a decent time. We're aiming for around about 206s, 205s hopefully. And that hopefully will put us mid-pack somewhere. It might not, it might put us right in the back, to be honest. Because everybody goes into this. This is the one where if you're not into GT3, you're into Porsche Cup. And there's thousands do it. And it's so competitive, Porsche Cup. It really is. But I do love this track though. I think Stewie was looking at buying this track. Johnny, this is the first track you should buy. It helped you so much with your braking and turning in early and car control really. Oh, Vanessa's phone is. We'll have to wait till the end of this lap, unfortunately. Can't remember if this is the first qualifying lap or the second. I think it's the first one, isn't it? Get that as tight as you can. Some people go really wide and get a good lap on it, but I don't know. Little adjustment with the brakes there. You'll see so many people spin out because they're putting the acceleration on too early in the Porsche. With having the bigger back wheels, does not generate some imbalance. It doesn't like to turn though with the skinny wheels at the front. It's like driving a dragster. Just wants to go in a straight line, doesn't want to do corners. Hope you've all got your upgrades done nice and easily. It was fairly straightforward this time, I think. Apart from mine still got this error going on. We really need to get in touch with them and have somebody live speaking to us on the system. What are we doing 204? Oh, nearly lost it there. I had to correct a little. A 203? Stephen, you embarrassed me. Well, that was alright, wasn't it? Yeah, still in rookie. It's hard times, mate. But you've got to try and. I suppose my advice for people trying to get out of rookie is just literally patience. Forget the I rating and just go with the safety rating, because that's what really makes you get to D license and what have you. It's all about the safety rating rather than the I rating itself. So yeah. Which car's going to drive? Any car you've got, mate? Absolutely any car you've got. I mean, you can just go into it, you know, like the test drive. You can just actually go in, and Stu was driving this the other day up here. But if you've got any car whatsoever, you can just go into a test drive and drive around it. What you'll find is a lot of the production car series is on this week. This is why I said to Stewie, get it this week, because there's loads and loads of racing on this week, and I've looked next week as well. So it's really worthwhile getting hold of at the moment. I think it's about 10 quid, something like that. But so that's the grade where we end up. 13th, not too bad, mate, not too bad. Now all we've got to do now is avoid getting killed. And the other thing with the Porsche Cup is they've got a funny way of starting them. Really, you can actually assign a button or something as a second clutch, so you can have your own clutch and a second clutch, and you get a lightning reaction. But I haven't got mine set up. I'm not that serious. So let's try and not die is the first incentive, okay? Try and not die and capitalise on anybody else who does. We're going to go down the inside, alright? That's our plan. We'll go down the inside of the blue guy because he might not get a good start. So hopefully if we can get him on the start, we'll go right down the wall, and that avoids any cars sliding outwards on the first corner. That's a thing to remember. If you're on the outside on this, on the first corner, there'll be crash on the inside, it'll come out, it'll wipe you out. Try and keep inside as much as you can. Even if it means you've got to brake and let somebody by, that's not a problem. Just get safe. That's what it is. Safe on the first lap because it is slippery tyres. Oh, black flag for somebody. Black flag for the guy in the black. So we've blocked him off, he can't come inside us. That's alright. Keep it as left as we can here. Please, he didn't rejoin there. Three wide round there is not good news. You've just got to have like peripheral vision and a sixth sense, really. Oh, car behind went. My steering went a little bit there. That was weird. So we've got ourselves a little bit of a gap to the people behind. Even picked up a place, I think, I do believe. Just take it nice and easy here, we'll be dead slippy up here. Just give nobody the chance to get on the inside of you. Because if they do get on the inside, they've got a chance of slipping out and hitting you again. Same as this one, but different direction. So let's try and maintain a gap to the guys behind. And catch these ones up on the S's. Quite a decent fit setup actually. Still very slippy though. Freebie. Freebie, and then let us close up on the guys ahead.
You swerved right into me.
Let the arguments ensue. Well, absolute danger of being top 10 here.
This is way before. I'm just watching replay and we can look at it.
Went a bit deep into that corner there.
Whoever the blue and black car is, my bad.
Good early acceleration there. Threatening Santi in the middle of summer. Oh, it's slippy out there though. Let's get him back again. So we've got the pace of him, he's frightened of us. That's what we've assessed from that. They're always picking up information left, right and centre like. cornering wise, he's ours. It's got to be sensible. Don't want to give Federico any ideas if we can help it. Still getting faster laps in by the looks of it. Take this one nice and easy, not as wild as we did last time. Caught Santi again a little bit. Oh, a bit wide there.
Fucking hell, man. Pay attention to that shit.
So Bruno is overtook behind there now, so we'll have to watch for his pace. Somebody good on the brakes there, is he? Bruno's more rapid than Federico. So when he comes alongside, it might be worth letting him through and following him by, to be honest. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
I don't know why I bother. And the engine's gone and everything. I mean, well, let's get into the garage and sit and see what happened. I know we lost it a little bit, but it's racing, I suppose. I can't fully blame Bruno, I don't think. But we'll see. We'll have a look at it.
3, 2, 1. Right here.
But it was going so well till then. Well, talk to us first, Johnny, before you start splashing out. You don't necessarily need to splash out or anything. Have a word with us first, and then we'll suss out a plan for you, because a lot of people will just buy stuff and then just never use it. There's some tracks that I've bought that I've never ever used. I'll never ever buy Knock Hill because it's an absolute joke. I mean, these are bad enough standard tracks, you know. But there are other tracks out there that I've bought and I wouldn't necessarily buy again. So let us have a word with you first, and then we'll see what you fancy. Really, I think more than anything else, you've got a required repairs 45 minutes. What's that about? How is it? I've spun round in the grass, all of a sudden my engine's blown and everything. I don't know what's happened there. That absolutely was not me. So I think what we'll do is we'll take the hit with this one and just come completely out of it. Let's go back into the replay first of all and see What happened? Because that's a joke, that, like, 45 minutes. There's no way I blew the engine doing that. Let's have a look. So, here we are. Let's go helicopter mode. This is it. So Bruno's behind us, and we're there in the corner. Made a little bit of a mess of that, to be fair. This is where Bruno was going to go inside. He was going to go for the switch. We lost it a little bit, and then he just, I mean, where we've got to go in there, like, what is that? What is that? Now, how's that blown the engine, though? Like, that wasn't a massive shunt. In fact, I didn't hit the fence, did I? So we've got in there, just lost it a little bit there, bosh. Oh, we did. Yeah. Why would you put an engine in the butt end of a car? Well, that's that one gone. So rather than have you sitting about the place going, hey, isn't Steve shit? What we'll do is we'll come out of it and we'll forfeit the race. It doesn't matter. It means we'll lose. Probably 100 points on that on our I rating. Take us out to 15 odd. That's all right. Let's come out of it. Is the mic all right? It sounds a little bit knackered, like. What we're trying to concentrate on this season is the big boys' toys, not so much the C rating, the D rating, and stuff like that. Let's have a look what's kicking about. JR86 at Limerock Park. It's all right, that, but it's the full one with the old chicane, not the newer one at the bottom. Do you want us to try that? Again, it's a fixed setup in this. Let's go with it. Let's. Oh, it's not gonna let us do this thing. Hang on. Let's take that off. There we go. And we'll just go with that. And we'll register. So let's go with the GR86. And say what we're going to try and do is trying to concentrate on the bigger cars, the more powerful cars, just so I can concentrate on my I rate and stuff like that. Although, as you can tell, that's going well so far. Got a bit echo. Hello? Hello? It's not supposed to have echo, what? Has it got echo on? Let's have a look at there. Filters. Nothing in the filters. I wonder if I take that off, is that a bit better? That won't be as echoey, I don't think. Maybe. I could be wrong. Could be wrong, but that should have fixed it, I would have thought. So we're in the GR86s now. And Limerock Park. I was telling Stewie the other day, don't be worried if you keep getting a corner wrong, because every track has a Johnny's corner. Is that right, Johnny? Every track. Initially they all had a Stevie's corner. They'll all have a Stewie's corner. If Carmen started racing, they would have a Carmen's corner. It would sound like a cafe, that wouldn't it? Carmen's corner. That'd be a great name for a cafe. A range of vapes along with the peach melbas. Did we establish what common music was? I was talking about the respirator that I've got that I'm bloody terrified as. And I was talking about common music. Then Johnny said something about common music or something. And my imagination just went off the rails. Like, that's the worst thing. I've got no filter. So I do apologise if anything is said that, like, it's not the way it's meant. I do. Honestly, I'm just joking on every occasion. Testicles, 1, 2. That's the worst thing. I've got no filter. So I do apologise if anything is said. 4 people watching in the chat. Thank you for coming along. Hope you enjoy the journey. We're trying not to get political in here, but Trump's a dick, basically. Do you know what gets me? It's like all these people put these flags up and everything, and the same people are saying Trump is brilliant, he gets rid of this, that and the other, but he's the one that's creating the refugees. So, I don't know. Bit of logic there for you. Right, so let's put on the fixed setup. There's the fixed setup. There we go. I'm disappointed with that Porsche Cup race. We were really doing all right there, you know. Top 10 in that. Let's have a bit of practice in the GR86. If I turn the colour down on these, will it look more realistic? I've been wondering that, because like with the colours up, it makes it look a little cartoony, I think. And like, I think if you turn the colour down just a fraction, you can get it where it's as real as anything. I mean, look, this looks quite real here now. All right. I'll show you a lot of this, right? See how realistic this looks in comparison to the last race, to be fair. The tarmac looks tarmac, but nothing looks like it's come from Walt Disney, or do you know what I mean? Like the caravans look real and that's where you've got to watch these coming out of there. They'll just push you off for the crack. Oh. I went a bit hot into it, like, but you got to be careful. You can't take too much of a cut there, because it'll give you a penalty. Time penalty. He's a Trump. Right, let's get into the quali, should we? Or you would start from the back and hassle people to death. Oh, right at the back anyway, here. Get some practice in, eh? But I think that looks more realistic now. There. It looks like real tarmac, I think. Rather than a grey floor. if you get me drift. I mean, the sunset there is helping, like, but tricky that exit there, really tricky. That's an off track there. Get away, man.
Okay, here comes your first time lap.
Let's just not qualify. I mean, I don't know where we would have qualified, like, but let's just get it from the back. Let's see what happens. Yeah, I think it looks a little... It just looks more realistic. I mean, I know they've had the update and a lot of the dashes have been... There's more graininess. Like, you'll see the dash here, for instance. This side here, there's a lot of texture gone into there. Whereas, if you see here, it's very bland and smooth. Now, they'll probably be doing updates and patch updates and everything after that. But even the top of the dash here, if you see the top of the dash across there, it's far more textured than this here. And it's only going to get better and better and better. And with the ability to drive as many cars in as many series as you can, I don't think you can beat it. Like, I know we're twist about, you know, the tracks and the penalty system and stuff, but you're not going to beat it. I remember that. Do you remember one particular part of the track at all, Johnny? But yeah, it's looking well. So let's see how the qualifying's getting on. So a minute 3, a minute 4 is what we're looking at for the leaders. A minute and 3 for the guy at the back. We'll just start at the back and then capitalise on carnage, really, is what we're going to do. I don't recognise any of these guys that we're racing with at the moment. Definitely not. I don't know how he's got that in his name. Alain Poe, hey, IKEA cabinet. So, don't recognise any of these. But let's, we'll just end our quali. And then we'll see where we start. You see, you'll not get much, if you're after safety rating on this, you'll not get much of it at all. Like, at all. Because it's just one big corner, essentially, is how it rates it. So if you crash on here, you'll get a higher safety rating penalty than you would on, say, I don't know, Nordschleifer or something like that, you know? Because you're not getting the amount of corners. That's how the ratio works for safety rating. It's the more corners you can take without an incident, you get more safety rating points. So obviously, therefore, if you've got a track with more corners, and you can probably do that without crashing, you can get more safety rating on that. So if you do want to get your safety rating up, say for instance for you two, where you're in and you're in rookie, go on a track that you're not necessarily going to be anywhere near the front. Nordschleifer, for instance. Buy Nordschleifer by all means, because then if you go to Nordschleifer and you just complete the track, just by completing the track, your safety rating is going to go up. And your safety rating has to go up to 4.0 to be automatically upgraded straight away to D license. And that's the best way to do it. So even if you're right at the back, you haven't done anything, you haven't got any iRacing points at all. But the most important thing in rookie is get yourself some safety points first of all. And therefore you want to buy a track that is got loads of corners and you're not going to crash on. So say for instance Nordschleifer or Sebring, which you can see has got plenty of corners on there. Something like Silverstone, Bathurst. Bathurst you've got to be careful with because it is tricky to do at the best of times. But Le Mans will take a lot of safety rating for you. So those type of things. But let us know what you're looking at before, how much you've got to spend, and I'll tell you what the crack is for it. All right. So we're just waiting for the qualifying to finish. We are at the back, right at the back where we wanted to be. And let's just see what we can do with the dead people. It's like a Sixth Sense driving. But I think it's about time, really. I mean, you've been on 3 weeks or so. Not solid, obviously, but I think you really need to start dabbling from AI. If you've been racing AI, just start following on proper races now. It gets you used to sort of getting into the races and understanding how everything works. But just literally just try and keep yourself safe. Have an awareness around you. Don't be like that old person that's just come out of Woolworths with a brolly. Well, let's go. We'll race
One
this.
lap to green. Line up on the left
Oh, it's a
side.
full
The
wobble
estimated
lap, man.
SOF is
What?
1,671. Closed. Pit road is closed.
Let's see what we can
There
do
are a lot of
here.
points on the table. Be smart and get a good finish. Five cars left to grid.
Also, have you noticed the massive restraint I'm using? I was going to mention today that it would have been, do you know this? It would have been Len Goodman's 80th birthday. Do you know the guy that used to be on Strictly? And what was his favourite phrase again? Seven! Bueno pasa!
Still waiting on two cars to grid. Waiting on the final car to grid.
No. I didn't say any no. I think you must be saying things, Johnny. No. I notice you've expanded from Johnny's Corner to Johnny's Corners there, Johnny. Put yourself down a little bit, mate, haven't you?
Catch up 11 car. Catch up 16 car. Catch up 15 car.
I'm always dubious of people who haven't got like even picked a paint job. Now with trading paints, because trading paints is free, and you can pick any amount of different car graphics and stuff. Always dubious of people who haven't at least picked I don't know, like a standard graphics or something like that, you know. I don't know why. Stewie's sitting there now going, oh God, I haven't picked one either. Well, he gets an idea, I'll do your graphic. Stewie, there you go. Johnny's driving around now with a lawsuit on his head from a cigarette company. So we'll take it easy. We'll not go barrel arsing in like a lot of people would.
Pace car is off. Be ready.
There they go.
Green flag.
So let's just try and use your awareness while I'm driving, and then say to yourself what you're noticing other cars doing, and what you would do in that situation.
There's an incident ahead. Go right. Car on your left. Clear. There's an incident ahead. Right side. Clear on the right. There's an incident ahead. You got a slow car on the left. Go right. Go left. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Keep to the right.
I missed a gear there.
On the right. Rewind.
He's a Raj.
Clear all around.
Absolutely was going to kill all three of us there.
Left side. Clear on the left.
I'll give him the inside because he would have just closed the door anyway, you know.
Still there, hold
Really early.
Clear on the right. Left side. Clear on the left.
Watch the replay and you'll learn from that, mate.
Car right. Stay on the left. Clear on the right. Car right. Clear on the right.
Steering wheel's playing up here.
Car
It's missing gears.
5. Just left above the flag. 0.275. 7 above the flag for session. Car right. Clear. Car right. Still there. Hold your line. Stay on the left.
See how I'm avoiding them and they're just nudging all the time. Just lack of control. Like. Ah, see the slightest bit touching there, and it's a slow down. Well, I think if you keep going down to this hairpin, you can take it off at this hairpin. It's got enough time. Be quick enough.
There's an incident behind. Car stop on the right.
See what I was saying about the concrete too. You hit that and accelerate, it'll pull you around.
There's an incident behind. Car 2 up the front.
Look at this div. Just going backwards and forwards, man. Just block them.
Left side. Still there. Clear on the left.
Just absolutely block them.
Car stop on the left. Police did a 1.118.
These two red and white cars are going to take each other out, guaranteed.
Left side.
I knew he was coming to close us off there.
You got a slow car on the right. Car stop on the right.
Bro, Richard, what are you doing?
Left side. Still there, hold your line. Still there, hold your line. Just set your fastest lap of the turn. Clear. Stay on the right. Clear. Left side. Still there, hold your line. Clear. Car on your left. Clear on the left.
Dylan, what are you doing?
What are you doing?
Another accident. Must be further back.
Can't just block me both ways.
Slow up there.
Stay on the right. Car 7, just a moment. Clear.
He hasn't got the pace, has he? Use a bit of that concrete to get some turn.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
Not much commentary here, is there? It's a concentration job, this. So what I mean about keeping that corner tight opens this one up. Very important on this track. Let's cover it off, because once he's in front he's going to be slow and not let us by, is he?
Left side. Clear.
See, he's had to go wide. Took a lot of his traction off him. Oh, the chicane good that time.
Keep up. Flat to you. Car behind has gone off.
Oh dear, what a shame. How sad in mind.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 1.9 seconds.
That's nearly full tilt through there, you know.
White flag this time.
This is where you get some deaths. People diving into the last couple of corners and stuff. Top chicane, that'll be the death point on here, I think. Oh, very pleasant. P14, what? From the back of the grid.
You got a slow car on the right. Can't stop on the right. You got a slow car on the right.
Nice one, Cyril, for the race.
Checkered flag. Okay, we'll get him next time.
Yes, so there is the GR86 done and dusted. Hold on. I can't see the chat here. Johnny Player Special, yeah. What norm are you talking about? You're seeing things, you, I'm convinced. Right, let's quit out of this because we've finished the race. P14, I don't think we'll get anything as far as greens is concerned. Maybe safety rating we might get green on, I doubt it though. Sebring International, was that for the Porsche? That was for the Porsche. This is what I don't understand this. So that was the Porsche Cup that we did before. I'm just now getting the results through. So we'll not get much with that. Minus 95 because we quitted. And minus 0.14 because Boris or whatever his name was. Lime Rock Park. Third split. So it's getting more and more popular, GR86 now. Minus 29, but we've got a 0.05 back as far as safety is concerned, which is pleasant. So we're going down for our I rating. It's just through choice of different things, like really, and not driving like we should. Let us go now. Actually, let's get that down there. Let's go with this. See if we can get consecutive races on. End task with that one. We'll go on to this and then we'll go with next race. Ringmeister! Do you think? Should we go Ringmeister? I honestly believe we should go Ringmeister. That was alright, it was alright. Like I say, did you, when you were watching that race, it's worth, rather than just watching me race, think about what will be going through your head at the same time. And is it the same decision that I made, or would it be a different decision? And do you know what I mean? You can't really see what would happen, but you can get a rough idea based on like different drivers. Like some of the drivers that were on there, we've let them go by who have been 3 or 4 positions back. However, if you just let them crash you off, you're 9, 10, 12 positions back. Do you understand how that means? Do you know what I mean? I know I'm not saying sentences properly at the minute, like, but it's just, I need my tablets. We'll go Ringmeister in the LMP3, believe it or not. Dear oh Lord. The things I do for you, lot, honest. Where's me Allen key gone? On. Oh, there it is. Me, if anyone wants to buy us a brand new 500 quid's worth of steering wheel and wheelbase, I'd be greatly appreciated. I just put that on there and tighten it a little. It's just losing the odd gear in that, you know. Wouldn't it be lovely if you had loads of money? Can you imagine? Imagine one of these missiles that guns across to Israel or wherever. Just the money off that'll do. I'm not greedy. In this, I'll try and let you know what I'm thinking as I'm driving, and obviously it's happening a lot quicker in this car than it would in like a Mazda or something like that. So you just got to. I think it's the best thing advice I could give you, starting out and getting into a race for the first time, because I know it's like you didn't really want to do it because you're fighting like somebody's going to shout at you and things like that. You switch off and you go to the next one. Do you know what I mean? I would always say get a microphone sorted out so you can actually talk to the person that's directly behind you or directly in front of you, and you can work it out. If they're reasonable, you can work it out. I'm going to let you through on, just go by on the right, go by on the left, something like that. Do you know what I mean? And it gives you a little bit of leeway as well. But I think you both need to now start getting into proper races. Because the people that's around you, they're going to make mistakes as well. You know, they're not, seasoned drivers. You're not going to get Max Verstappen rocking up every now and again. They're going to make mistakes in that as well. And it's going to be frustrating. But as I say, if you have your wits about you and drive, do you know, like you would drive not around Stanley, you wouldn't let somebody be right up your arse. You would move out the way, give yourself a bit of space and that, you know what I mean? Give yourself a little bit of fighting room is what you need to do. And whether that means you go to the back of the grid or wherever, it doesn't make any difference, because you're not racing for iRacing points. You're racing for safety rating points to get your D licence. That's what you need to be doing. And if you need me to help you while you're doing that, you come along here and race it in here in your account if you want. To put your account in, put your car in, and I'll tell you, a little bit of what you need to know, I'm always here to help you. So yes, Nordschleifer in the LMP3. Let's see where we are. I mean, it hasn't selected our particular grid at the moment. We're on P19 here in the big grid, but I think that'll change. That'll definitely change. That's how it goes. But it's a bit of a challenge. Oh, you divot. That's what I've got to be aware of here. Absolute idiot. What's the blooming... What's the crap with not being able to turn the car in? Force feedback on this is absolutely horrendous. It's stiff as an old board. So much different to the GR86 and all that. It feels like about 20 Newton meters more than the GR86. It's nuts. I hope it conveys how much effort you're putting into this. Just sitting watching my hands on the steering wheel. Wow. Really slow in this car here. It just drifts out if you don't take it nice and easy there. Easy to hit the barrier there, definitely. What it must be like to drive this with like really good gear. Must be insane. The slightest of drifts there. It does not like the carousel, this car, so bit of respect as you go in. Because of the really flat floor plan, if it hits that edge you just slide across. 50-50 rail slide really. It's the same with this next corner. The last thing you want is to be on the curbs at the top of here. I feel like I'm in a brawl outside partners. I mean, I'm winning so far. It feels like it's continued on down into Iceland car park. This is a prime example of what I was on about as far as self-preservation. It's, if somebody's coming up to you fast behind, it's pointless slowing them down and yourself. What you need to do is just try and bag as many points at the end of the race as you can, and you'll never do that if you've got half of the barrier in your car. Common sense, it's winding your neck in. I know that the temptation is to go as fast as you can, but Banzai really doesn't win the race, like, in a lot of cases. I'm trying to get it sorted, man. Nice to have a battle on. Sixth gear is probably not the way to go up there, actually. Fifth is probably the way to go. But once you're in sixth, you can go right towards the tarmac change here. That's practice. Oh, good timing that. We've still got 4 people in. I love the people that watch on here at night time. What else is on? Let's face it. Trump talking shit, calling somebody else the President of the United States. What is he on, that bloke, man? Absolutely. Should be in Stanley Park, that bugger. No, it's rapid R8. But it's like, whoa! It's like, do you know that car that we had that would never race before and it nearly killed us? It's the same type of thing with this. So stiff, the steering. You've got to try and turn before the corner's even there so you can actually make it, you know. It's weird. You do get used to it. It is quite good. Let's say where we are in relation to everybody else. Hopefully we can start at the back and wheedle our way through. Oh, that's good. We're down to 15th, 18th on the grid. 19th on the grid. Bartos! Bartos is in! Remember Bartos? That was one of my most famous shorts, that wasn't it? Bartos. We'll have to watch for him because he was a bit ropey, wasn't he? Bartos is in the house. So he's 19th. This is what I look for as well. You've got to use your common sense a little bit and your little bit of game knowledge, because if you look at this here, you've got the fastest, well, the highest rated drivers. These are your ratings down here, right? So the highest rated driver is starting 8th on the grid. That immediately means there's some slower races in front of them that could be carnage at the front. Okay, so you've got 1, 2, 3 as 8, 9 and 10, 11, 12, 13th, obviously right down to 6th. Then in 5th position is the 7th place, which is not too bad. Okay, but you've got the 9th place driver is first on the grid. So he's the one that's the bottle in the cork, essentially. All right, and all these have been moved down, moved down. Now, as you look further down, you'll find that the 14th place is 7th on the grid. That's another bottleneck, a potential massive crash. George Lee is 17th in his I rating, but he's 3rd on the grid. Now, unless he gets out the road or he's rapid, that's going to create all sorts of carnage. So you know from the start that you've got a chance of getting up the ranks because of the fact that there's a couple of potential massive accidents there, you know. And then the big one is 20th I rating wise, he's number 2 on the grid. So there's 4 cars that they've got to avoid, and they'll not avoid them, they'll just drive through them, and there'll be all sorts of carnage on. Hopefully there'll not be, but mark my words, listen to the chat that comes up. Every time the chat comes up the bottom, it's not to say, oh, that was nice. Do you know what I mean? So let's find where we are. We're nearly right at the back. So that's all right. We don't have to start in the pits. We're already there. And the people who do start in the pits, we've already overtaken them. So that's great. So we'll start from 27th on the grid for our standard I rating. And then we'll just see what ensues. A little bit like the other races, whereby a lot of it is, you shouldn't really race like this, but you can't help it because it's just a natural additional thing that you think of, is people will die. They will, because people drive stupid. So, anyway, Anybody got any news for us? I don't want to hear last night's football results because it was too funny. Any news at all? No? Have you got an idea for a livery, Stewie? Any particular colour that you would like? And I'm not doing one in black livery with orange Soothmore Massive across the bonnet. Double O. I'm not doing that. I could do you one with, like, I don't know, like a leaf design with Quakies across the back. Something like that. Carrymores. You used to wear Carrymores, didn't you? Carrymores across the back of it. One minute left in the warm-up, and then we'll get on the in the race. And I think this will be the final one for tonight, and I'll get me bloomin' bridle on again, the mask and stuff. $40 seconds to go. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a strange one at the front end. I've got no doubt at all this guy in 20th rating, so he's slightly higher than us, but he hasn't been like up there on the grid for a while. Certainly not in this company. Purple. Purple. What can I do in purple? The only thing I think of is purple with a pair of plums on the back. Massive pair of plums. Here we go, on the grid. So we're near the back, and it looks like there's a fair few starting in the pits at the moment.
The estimated strength of
At least two of them.
1,633.
I think they've sussed
Let's go points racing.
the grid positioning out as well, and gone, I'm having nothing to do with that. Oh no, he's there. Let's see what we can do. We'll finish on a climax, I think.
What's everybody?
You too, John? Andy, I'll message you when I get there.
10, car catched up, 13, car catched up,
What do you
23.
mean secret distance?
We'll just start from the back. We'll try and warm the tyres up a little bit. The force feedback on this is immense. Like, I'm really having to force it. If you have a look in the top right up there, it tells you how much of the maximum of the force feedback we're using. So we already know from the messages that Andy Glauser is a potential problem for us. Probably in the black car there, I think. So It's all these things that prep you for the start of the race. You're never going to win it here, so just take your time. Somebody will die.
But what are you doing, bro?
Don't know what was happening there.
But bro,
He's gone.
Someone is so stupid. He bumped me into the first corner.
Remember, it's cold tyres. Just 80% into the corners. First lap. Oh dear. I did see it, George Lee. There you go, he's gone. I did say he was too high up the grid. We've got Bartos behind us. We're already in front of Bartos. Lee should have damage.
I tell you, please, everybody, don't know this red. I can see. Please, everybody.
Steady, David. Oh, we'll see him up on the path somewhere.
I'm steering alignment from this stuff.
See, he's gone barrel arson past us, and he's just driving out of his means. Like, I knew he was. That's why I let him go. People drive faster than they think they can. They just run out of ability there. Still a bit slippy as well. We'll start at 27th. If anybody challenges, we'll just let them go, because we've already got better than where we first started. Yellow car.
You got a bright car on the left.
Don't overshoot the carousel. It was important to get past him there, because he's going to block everybody else up there now. But we weren't going to risk the carousel for it. Right on now, a milkshake feels now. Guy behind looks rapid, so it's pointless challenging him. Hopefully he'll get us on the straight. Just let him go. He looks rapid. Although this is fixed setup, like, you shouldn't really have a faster car. So let's settle for the position that we're in here at the moment. Well, let's not. Let's just get past him as well. So let's settle for this position here. There's no need for us to challenge for anything more. Don't be greedy. We'll just collect mistakes from now on. P11 is great from the back of the grid. You see what I mean? Sense gets your positions. It's not necessarily all about the speed, it's about the tactics. It's about playing them at their game as much as it is playing yours. There's no real threat from Richard behind because he's not as quick on the corners, which I suspected, but also on the straight we had his pace as well. Anybody enjoying this race so far?
Why don't you pass me and then go slower?
So much torque on the steering wheel here, Jesus. Richard's hovering behind, but he's not really going to challenge us, I don't think. He's keeping the pace because he was close to us. He was in front of us here on the last lap round, wasn't he, when David crashed. Easy here. Gets so slippery and light on the front end that way. Now, for being a noob, Andy Glouser isn't doing too bad, is he? There's 3 cars up the road still. He said he was a noob. What an absolute liar. It's still got the same settings on there. It does look realistic, this, like. A sunny day in Germany, in Bavaria. It doesn't look cartoony, does it? God, that's such a weight, that. Jesus. Feels like I've got like a 21 Newton meter wheel or something. Woo. Not left it out, is there? So there's another position. And it's just a case of just keep that momentum, really. Don't do anything silly, which we'll probably end up doing. See if we can catch Dave Garver up a little bit, because I think he would give it up if we've caught him all this way. Two by one to Richard behind, so he's not going to challenge really.
White flag, 1 more left to go. You're in the top 10.
P9. In 6, we're keeping him honest. If he makes one slight mistake, we'll be on him. Oh, there's another one in front. Jeremy's crashed by the looks. Where Owen's come from all of a sudden. Or if he's come out of the pits or what. We'll let Owen by. He's 5th rated. He's got nothing on the straight though, so we'll get away from him here. Hopefully he's got straight line damage. Oh, it's not too bad. Here's quick look. Oh, we made a mistake there though. I don't think we would have catch Dave, you know. Could be wrong. See if we can force Dave into a mistake. Oh, there's another one. See what Dave's got in a straight line, should we? We're not catching him though. 0.9. And 1.8 back to Owen, so that's alright. At this point you've got to say to yourself, right, let's not crash, let's not hassle him and really plough into him. Let's take the points we've got and move on, you know?
GG guy.
P7 from the back. That's not too shabby, is it?
Good job. Very good job.
That was alright. Andy Glasser, I'm a newbie, ends up 4th. Are you having my life? Andy, I think you're having everybody on here, like. I'm a noob. Oh, alright, right, oh. Right, I think that concludes tonight's business. We are finished, so we can come out of that now. So that gets some of our 90 odd points that were spilled out in the Porsche Cup. Let's get back from there and we'll see. We finished 7th from 27th. That's not bad. Passing 20 people. That's alright. So let's get out of that. Let's see what pennies we get for that one. I'll think of a suitable. I mean, you can go and pick them off the site, you know. Just download trading paints is where you need to be. Just download trading paints, Stewie, and then you can choose from loads and loads and loads. I'm sure you know about it. As I say, only the ones you'll not be able to get are the ones that are pro, because you've got to pay £20 a year so you can actually do your own graphics and stuff. Yeah, that was the kind of result, that, Johnny. I was impressed with that. But my arms, though, Jesus Christ. I hope it looked like I was putting effort in, because that was effort, like. Nuts. But let's see where the points lie. At the moment, we're in the standings because we're going to do the Ringmeister all season. We're going to be doing the Porsche Cup all season. We're going to be doing all sorts of stuff. This weekend, if you're free this weekend, there's any amount of endurance races on. 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 6 hours. There's a 6-hour one on there. And this season, we will be doing the 24-hour Nordberg cheeseburger, basically. 24-hour cheeseburger is on shortly. I think it's the start of May, end of May. So, we're right back in it, like, Johnny. We're right back in it, mate. Standards-wise, this is what you look at in your standards for each individual series. So once you complete a race, it'll actually give you your standards. It'll give you a league that you're in. So, for instance, for ourselves here, this is the overall. We're 796th overall. What we've done is we've had 4 starts. And this is just the first week. 4 starts, 72 points we've ended up with. I don't know how. We should have get more than that, surely to God. You know, we've had a couple of top 10s. That's the 7th. So, I think that should go up. But if you want, you can actually see your own league. The people who are round about you, who you round about... Look at that. 24-hour cheeseburger, definitely. The onions. So we're 138th in Division 5. 4 starts. I don't know how you're getting more points, because he's had a top 5, I suppose. He had 4 top 5s. So that's where the difference is. So we'll get a few more points for that one, because that was better than... How it works is, out of all the races you do, only 2 count per week. Okay, and the best results you get, that's the points that go towards the league, essentially. And then you've got a maximum of 8 weeks that you can race. So 8 times your 2 best races, bosh, away you go. So you can pretty much choose 2 races to drop. So if you get, like, I don't know, Las Vegas or something like that you don't want to race, you can drop those 2 and still have 8 weeks, and all the points go to whatever. Okay. So we're going to do that. We're going to do the radicals again. That thing. Elvis, just you've lost us, Johnny. You've lost us. I forget. My problem is I forget what I say. So yeah. So that is it. Hopefully we're going to get the new results that we've just gone there now. See how many points we get back. So we're at 1505 at the moment. 249. The safety rating is very, very important. I think we'll get quite a few safety points from that, like Nordschleifer, knee accidents. I think we only had to go on the grass once to get out the road of that car. So give it a couple of seconds and we'll finish on the results page. and then we'll crack on. Come on. I hate waiting. It's the worst part about it. So yes, I mean, as far as planning races for yourself, Johnny, there's rookie classes. Go for rookie classes every time. Don't go for that one because it's the BMW M2, and you know how hard that is to drive. Oh, very much. Yeah. Tommy Cooper used to do the same thing. Very much. Do you just think you never saw them in the same room, Tommy Cooper and Elvis? Very much. I think that was Tommy. You know, that's in his later days. I think Elvis could do a cracking Tommy Cooper impression. Maybe he's not a hat. He probably wouldn't pull the hat off, but if you ever see Tommy Cooper in an Elvis outfit, you know he's getting confused. So here we go with results. Third split in there, 1633 we were at. And I think this will be double green. What do you reckon? I think double green. Let's go double green. Bosh. 59 points back. So we're getting a lot of what we did for the Porsche. Same bloke. Same height. Same bloke. Only 0.17 is disappointing for a clean 3 laps of the Nordschleife. What we'll see. So yes, back to where we were saying before, races I think that the likes of yourself and Stewie could benefit from. This one here, the GR86, on your ranking, it should be easier for you, so you could get some benefit from that, but you're not going to get a lot of safety rating from it. So for me, not for me, for you to do it, I mean. Again, we've got to think of free cars as well. Free cars, there isn't any free cars in the TCR. So it's going to have to really be the MX5 series. So Rookie Series, MX5 at Oschersleben. It's not a free track. I would always probably for yourselves go with the MX5 series because it tends to be all free tracks. That one's not free, but most of them are. And anything else really, Advanced Mazda, you could go with that, but again, it's not free tracks. Production car challenge, that tends to be free tracks. It is D-rated, but you can race it as a rookie. You could race that in there. That'll come up. Anything with a tick like that, you can race if you've got the car, and it's a free car. So you could, if you've got Sebring, for instance, there's very little close racing at Sebring. You can actually go around Sebring yourself and just collect corners and collect safety rating. That would be good for you. If you bought Sebring and you went in a Mazda and just didn't qualify, sat at the back of the grid, went round and basically just be aware of the faster cars coming around, the BMWs later on. Just literally go around it, try not to crash. You'd get lots of safety rating, no real challenge for you because you can both drive well. That for me is what you two should be going for, and that's running right away till Tuesday. So as much as you can get in the Mazda in that, go for it, lads. Really, go for it. Get yourself out of the rookie class, and then you can start building because you're both good enough, I would have said. And there's not really a big challenge in that with Sebring, but as I say, it gets you a new track, and you always feel happy about yourself when you've got a new track or a new car or something like that. So get the MX5 in that, and that'll be you sorted. That's been me all tonight. I'll see you at morning. Well, tomorrow night. We'll try tomorrow night, okay? And we'll do something a little bit different. Maybe it's IMSA tomorrow night at Silverstone. Maybe it's Proto GT at Monza. But I think IMSA at Silverstone might be our target tomorrow night. Okay? Get yourself... there's one. So production car endurance. That's the 2.5 hour one. 7 o'clock. Sebring. I'll be doing that. That's on Saturday, I believe. Oh, tomorrow night. Tomorrow night, we might do that tomorrow night. We'll either do it in the GR86 or we'll do it in the Mazda. We'll do that tomorrow night. And then the Endurance Series is at St. Petersburg, which I haven't bought because it's another street circuit, so I'm not too faffed about it, to be fair. The other Endurance ones, there is another Endurance one for the Nordschleifer, but that's not on this weekend. These are all not on this weekend as no up-and-coming race. But, as I say, I think tomorrow night, let's convene for around about just before 7 o'clock, get in Sebring for a 2.5 hour race, and see where we end up. All right? We'll see you then. Have a lot of practice and a lot of success. See you, Mum. Ta-da.